It's not very often that you get to see what's behind the scenes here at the Michigan Wrestling Organization. But now, you guys are about to get a first-hand view. I'm going to take a look and I'm going to talk to a lot of the MWO superstars from past, future, and present. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to MWO Behind the Curtain. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to MWO Behind the Curtain. At this time, I'd like to introduce to you my very first guest for this show. Believe it or not, this man, I've known this man for, oh my God,
14 years.
14 years. I knew him before my oldest daughter was born. He's actually turned into one of my best friends, which is something rare
That makes me feel
in this business that, we don't see very often. And believe it or not, when it comes to this man, you're not going to believe what he has his hands in, and it's more than just professional wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, my first guest on MWO Behind the Curtain is the one and only Sheldon Positive. What's up? It's so odd to know that 14 years later,
14 years.
we first met at a promotion down in Livonia, Michigan, and it was one of my very first.
That's a Walmart now.
Yes, it is. The promotion he's talking about is Thunderzone Wrestling, which ran in Livonia, Michigan, and it's actually where I met you. I met Mike McMahon. I met actually my husband now,
I met all of them too.
yeah, Rex Havoc and everything. And my very first job was I was a ring announcer for Thunderzone Wrestling. This idiot, when we first met, he was a simple fan.
Call me slow.
No. Sometimes I wonder. Okay, so 14 years later, here we are. We're coming up actually now on Christmas Clash. We're actually coming from the ONTV studios in Lake Orion, where if you guys can hear the background, there's a show going on. We're recording Slammin' Saturday night, and we actually just got done performing for the entire group. And but I mean, tell me how you first came into wrestling. Tell the fans how you first came into wrestling.
My uncle was a huge fan, and got in it from there, and just kept going.
Just kept going. Just kept going. Just kept snowballing. The first time you came to the MWO, did you have any intention on becoming more than what you did? Did you have intention of becoming a wrestler or a manager or?
I knew I wanted to be involved, but I knew what my body couldn't do.
And that's the one thing is, like, you found out very firsthand that after some neck injuries that happened to you, that you're just not meant to be in the ring full time. In an interesting story, when he decided to become the manager in the Michigan Wrestling Organization, when you were first handed the gimmick of Mr. Positive, what was your reaction?
On the outside and on the inside.
We're not going to hold back for this.
On the outside, I said, okay, cool, let's do it. On the inside, I went, huh? Okay.
I
don't know what that means.
Tell the story.
They sat me down and they said, "Oh, so we have an idea for you. I'm like, all right. We want you to be a hot motivational speaker." I don't know what that means. we're thinking like the Brad Pitt of motivational speakers. I was more confused after the explanation. To this day, I don't know what that means. But yeah, okay, sure.
You weren't really like. At first, you were like, I don't want to do it, but
I'm gonna do it because I want the job.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Okay.
And now here we are about what?
10 years later.
Yeah.
It'll be 10 years in February.
And now Mr. Positive has a first name.
Sheldon.
And
I'm a little more evil now than I was then.
very, very true.
Just
and,
a smidge.
And
I hit a mother of two in the head with a tire iron, for Pete's sake.
It's so weird because all the stuff that you and I have been through, we've done a stalking angle.
That was fun.
Where he stalked myself and my daughter.
That was, I had fun with that.
Attacked me from behind.
Several times.
Came down to my house and actually stalked from the outside. We actually got a few people kind of mad at us for that, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
But at the end, 2 years ago, at WrestleRama 20? Was it 21? Yeah, because we're coming up on 23. The payoff. The huge payoff. Oh my God. Who could have seen it in the Birchwood Expo Center after Havoc and I defeated Victor Cross and you in that tag match?
Yeah.
And you go running, and then we catch you
and running and hiding under a mask and running and
doing the Benny Hill gimmick through the locker rooms and then oh my God, but then the intermission payoff. When we caught you finally, and we sit you down in the entrance, and all of a sudden...
Tied me to a chair.
Tied you to the chair, and Levi Blue showed up, out of the clear blue. My boy Blue. And, and all of a sudden, here comes BD3 with the microphone. And all of a sudden, he goes to back up, and we look up, and we're surrounded by pretty much the entire crowd in the Birchwood Expo Center. And it was a huge crowd for that show.
I remember hearing 450.
And we were surrounded by at least half of those people. At least. And this was intermission that we did this, when they were setting up the cage
Down.
Or was it tearing down or was it setting up?
Tearing down.
Okay, yeah. And
it was something to distract them.
yeah, it was
them turning down the cage.
Yep. And shaving your head in front of God and everybody. We had.
It goes back.
Yes, he's a chia pet.
I was clean shaven 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, not even gonna lie. I shaved his head at WrestleRama, and then what was it? Not even a month later, we did another show at the City Market.
I think so.
And he pretty much had all his hair back. This man, I like, look at this. This is crazy. So, but I mean, and let's go beyond. Well, actually, no. We'll continue on with that because I mean, you and I, we've had your girlfriends going like, are what you're saying? Is she okay with this? I mean,
that's one of the funniest things. You legitimately had to have emergency surgery.
Yes.
And that's true. There's nothing. There's nothing show about that.
Yeah, the June we were supposed to do
something in July.
Yeah, and I ended up having to go in for emergency surgery, and this was back when the Alpha Pack was still together.
Yeah.
And I ended up having to have like really important emergency surgery, and it took me out for 6 weeks. And we were supposed to do a match where it was supposed to be him versus me.
Where I lost my hair.
And this was actually before WrestleRama 21. And this man takes to Twitter.
I'm a terrible human being.
and in character.
I may or may not have insinuated that she faked surgery to get out of a match with me. Which, my favorite part of that is my girlfriend at the time calling me less than 5 minutes after I posted it. Something cool? Yeah. Did you go on the Mr. Positive Facebook and say that Laura had faked surgery? Yeah. Yeah, I did. Is she okay with that? Yeah.
And we've called each other some pretty nasty names on Twitter without, like, breaking the family barrier.
You called me Pony Boy.
Yes, I did. Oh, my God. Oh, but, I mean, and then here we are, going almost a year later after that big match. And the Trick or Slam. After I had turned on Havoc, we had so many people mad at us. I mean,
and I don't know about you, but I couldn't tell when we were in the ring.
At first I really didn't know until like I saw like the video and the pictures where we actually had a gentleman we refer to as Grandpa sitting in his walker.
That man hates me. I don't know what I ever did to that guy.
Us off. I mean, we're a family show. MWO is completely, we're very PG. We love our, our fans, and they love when they bring family to us. But oh my God,
that guy hates me so much. He always has.
So and here we are a year later, after television and. No Jack Price and now no Cody Leedy, and Positive Promotions has had a complete revamp of where, I mean, it's just absolutely amazing that 10 years later, where you started off with some people who shall not be named.
No, the people I started out with were fine, upstanding gentlemen. The Steele brothers are fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't long.
And don't get us wrong, we absolutely love Andrew and Alex. They are tremendous.
They're amazing. That was fun.
But after that, for a while.
After that is when it went bad.
And you've had your ups and downs with MW with the powers to be and the MWO and whatnot. Come and gone, back again. How many times have you been fired?
I believe 3.
You're probably after this interview. No, we're kidding. We're kidding. But okay, so let's go beyond Michigan Wrestling Organization. Let's talk about when the lights are off and there's.
When the lights are off, I can't see. Even with my glasses.
I hate you sometimes.
You love me,
I
and
really
you know
do.
it.
No, but okay, so
at this point we're going to be in each other's wills, and
yes,
you know it.
Pretty much. But okay, so let's after like okay, so once the ring's all torn down, packed away, and you go home, what do? What is?
With the way my schedule goes, I sleep.
Well, you do more than that though. You're in bands.
4.
Yeah, and you play how many instruments?
Guitar, bass, keyboard, banjo, mandolin, percussion, and I sing. So that's what, 7?
Pretty much. You consider a voice an instrument.
Most people do.
Most people do. But so 4 bands, maybe 5.
We're working on 5.
We're working on 5.
Actually, I'm working on 6 too.
And it's what, 2 church bands?
All except for the thing that you and I are working on. Every band that I'm in is a Christian band.
Okay. this guy's involved in like so many church organizations,
I've calmed down a little bit, but at last count, I had 7 positions in 4 churches.
and that's crazy. Do you?
I'm crazy.
I was going to say, and top it off, you hold a full-time job.
And I own a company.
Yeah.
I own a baked goods company.
Believe it or not, this man, right here, is an amazing cook. At first, I didn't believe it.
Thanks. Dude.
And then I forget what was one of the first things you made for me. I'm trying to remember. It was something because you love to cook any like kind of meat. And
I'm a meat guy. I'm a barbecue guy.
yeah.
I own 3 barbecue pits.
3 barbecue pits. You do a baked goods company. You do 4 bands, maybe 5, maybe 6, 7 instruments. You wrestle.
I work for 4 churches. I wrestle for 2 companies.
2 companies, including IWE.
And none of which are even remotely near my home.
But so at the same time, do you sleep?
Sure. We'll go with that.
If you call it sleep.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the end of the day, when Sheldon Positive stops becoming Sheldon Positive and turns into Ben. It's absolutely great. And just like I said, at the end of the day, one of the best friends.
I'm a much nicer guy than I am.
Believe it or not, yeah. I mean,
like
my God.
a lot.
Oh my God.
I would never like hit a mother of 2 in the head with a tire iron in real life.
So,
I'd say I'm sorry about that, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, you're not. So, but all right.
There's something to make people hate that man.
Right? But all right, so you know what? Thank you so much for being my very first guest on the MWO Behind the Curtain. We'll have a lot more interviews coming up. And actually, you know what? I'll go ahead and announce my next interview. My next interview will be with the Flatliner, Scotty Freytown. So thank you so much. And this is MWO Behind the Curtain.